Hey guys, this is Matt the Lawn Care Little Guy, and this week I'm going to be talking about maintenance on your mowers. Now, if you're one of the established lawn care businesses, I'm not going to tell you anything new, but this is going to be more of a how I type of video, not a how to, because the little guy really doesn't know that much, and I'm surely not the best at this business, but this is more of a how I. So stick around and we're going to talk about that mower maintenance. Alrighty guys, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it if you go ahead and take that time, if you have not already, to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up if you like what you're watching, if you like me, if you want to see more of it, for whatever reason. You could even hit the down if you like. If I stink, tell me I stink. I'd love to know that too. But I'm going to get on with it because this video is not about me. This is about mower maintenance, preventative maintenance, normal maintenance that you should be doing on your mowers every single year. In past videos I've described how I just don't do maintenance very well, but this year I downsized my workload, so that hopefully I might have more time, and it's proven to be true. I just got done sharpening my blades. I'm going to put a little link up here if I can to the video on how I sharpen my lawnmower blades, and you can check that video out. But now I'm just going to kind of go down the list. So the first is the air filter. Okay, I'm going to shoot you a little picture of my air filters so you can see how they look. Pretty dirty, aren't they? Yep, they get dirty. They get dirty pretty quick in this business, and you're going to want to make sure those are clean, because that's how your engine breathes, and that's how you're going to get the best performance out of your lawnmower, is if it's able to breathe. Think about it. If you can't breathe, are you going to perform? Neither does your mower. So air filter, make sure that you are keeping your air filters clean, and the recommended interval would be once a week. Take them out, beat them on something. I blew mine out. That's supposed to be kind of a no-no, but that's what I do. Or you could just buy a new one, but you're not going to buy a new one every single week, are you? The little guy doesn't. I just blew it out with a little bit of compressed air, low pressure that is. The second thing on the list is make sure you have a clean deck. Airflow is not only important to help your engine breathe, but it's also important to move grass out from underneath your deck so you get the best cut quality. So here's a picture of my deck under my Timemaster as it is right now before I clean it out. Yeah, that's pretty dirty. That's a bunch of wet grass, and honestly, scraping it out was pretty easy this time, but if you let it set there, it hardens, and then it gets harder for you to take it away from your deck, and then your cut quality is going to go down. Your engine's actually going to even struggle to cut the grass, because it's going to start getting bound and have some resistance as that deck fills up. So keep your decks clean. The recommended interval is every single day. Does a lawn care little guy do that? No, but I do try to do it once every week or two. Most of the time the grass is pretty dry, and you guys know that here in Oklahoma we are going through a dry season, so I haven't had to do it that much, except for that Timemaster. I did mow some wet grass with it, so I got that all cleaned up now, and that is good to go. The other thing that you're going to want to do is check your oil. Check your oil. Make sure you've got oil in your mower, because believe it or not, your mower does burn oil. You may not see it burn it, but it does actually use oil, and it can run low. Maybe you leak oil, like my Honda HRX. Under the front valve cover, it does leak a little bit, so I got to keep an eye on it. Maybe it's just dirty. Maybe it's time for an oil change. If you're checking it every single day, you would know that, right? So check your oil and change it when it's necessary. How often should you change it? Well, it depends on how many hours you put on your mowers. I don't put that many on my mowers because I only do about 20 lawns. But those of you who are out there doing 100 lawns, you might want to do it more often. Of course, you know that already. I'm speaking mainly to you younger guys that have just a few accounts. You're just going to have to pay attention to the hours if you can count them. But if not, change it once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year. I would think 3 times a year will keep them running, but it may still take some unnecessary wear and tear, and you might have to do it more often. Hey, you older guys that are watching this movie, if you got any advice throughout this any part, put it in the comments for these younger guys so that they might have an idea of how much maintenance they're going to have to do on their mowers through the course of a year. Tell us what you guys do. I would love to hear it. I know they would too. So, we've talked about the air filter, we've talked about the deck, we've talked about the engine oil. What's next? Well, how about your spark plug? How often do you change that? I would change it every time I change the oil. I would also do the spark plug. That's usually part of a tune-up kit. If you were to go to the store for just about any mower, you're going to find a tune-up kit, and it's going to include probably an air filter, probably a spark plug, and probably the oil that you need to do the oil change. So those are three things that kind of go hand in hand. And what else would you want to do? Your belt. You want to check your belts, right? Honestly, I haven't changed my belts in a long time, and what the little guy does, I usually run them till they blow. But that's a risk, guys, because it might blow while you're out there on the lawn, and then you're going to be down. And if you have a big mower, like a zero turn, that's going to be quite a thing to push. Well, you know what? Belts don't run those usually. But nonetheless, it can be a big pain in the butt if you're out on the lawn and you break a belt. That happened with my Timemaster, except it wasn't a belt, it was a pulley. And come to find out, that was something regular that happens all the time. So that's about it for the preventative maintenance, guys. If I could just kind of give you guys an overview of what I've had to do. A lot of it has been with my Timemaster. I'm going to switch the camera for a minute. My Timemaster, here's some other things that I have to do with my Timemaster. You see this cover? It's important to take this cover off if you have one on any one of your mowers or anywhere where grass can get up underneath it and gather, because all of my belts are here and my drive pullers are here, and that grass, when I had to change a cable out, I found out that this was just all built up with grass and it was causing problems with my cutting power. It just wasn't cutting well. It seemed like it was bogging a lot, and I think it's because I had built up grass in places where grass should not have been built up, and I only found that out when I was changing my cable, because I was out on the lawn, and this is my what they call the blade brake cable. This thing actually broke and I had to replace it. So I just recently replaced this one. I figured while I was at it, as a preventative measure, I would go ahead and replace the self-propelled cable. And guys, that's actually proven to be a good thing. It actually performs way better now, and I'm so happy that I did both, and it only cost me about $33. So what else is something that's gone wrong? Well, this handle broke actually last year, and it broke right here, and it's because I would hit this on things and it would bend it. Well, what was happening was, because it was bent, it wasn't actually holding its position well, so I'd be going along mowing, and then all of a sudden it would change heights on me. So I really wanted to get that taken care of, and that was a fairly cheap part too. It was about $15 on Amazon. So I replaced this, the height adjustment lever. I replaced the cables this year. I have done a tune-up and oil change. I cleaned out my air filter. I have not checked my spark plug yet, and I have totally cleaned out the bottom side of my deck. So guys, I gave you a little bit more information that's probably required, but those are really the things you're going to want to think about throughout the course of a year, of how to maintain your mower and keep them running. And next to that, just be attuned to how it's performing, because if it starts performing in a way that is not optimal, or it seems to be declining, there's probably something wrong, so you need to investigate. So anyways, guys, we're moving on. I got something in the mail, and I can't wait to tell you who I got it from. So stick around and watch for that, and then after that, we'll have some tag time. The time has come now. I actually got something in the mail. This is my first piece of mail, so I was so excited. I actually just lost my key to my P.O. box, and I figured I'd just stop in there and see if they gave me a key, because I haven't been getting much in my box, and lo and behold, something was in there. So let's see who it's from. All right, shall we? I've actually already opened it because I was so excited. I opened it on the way home, and of course I knew who it was from. But it is from CADDO. Eric from CADDO down in Altus, Oklahoma. Another Oklahoma guy. So it's great to have something. He actually sent me a bunch of stuff. He sent me a little letter. It says, "Lawn Care Little Guy, thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Eric Hernandez, CADDO Lawn Care." So, and he also gave me a business card. Whoop. A lot of you guys have probably already seen this business card before. And then on the back of it, I really like that style. That's real similar to mine. I've actually got an information side, and then I just got my big logo on the back. He did the same thing with his, except I'll tell you this, something else he put on there was the YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And also, as I'm touching this card, I don't know what this thing is made of. It's like plastic or something, but it is really nice. Eric, man, you're gonna have to tell me where you got this card from. Vista, I don't know, but and tell me how much you paid for them, because this is really nice and durable card. So thank you for the card. I've also got a sticker, pretty standard sticker for CADDO. This is his normal sticker, and it's got a little YouTube logo on there, except this is, oops, I'm gonna put that on the cabinet. And then also, this is something that was really, really cool. I've also got a magnet. So I'm thinking about getting magnets myself, but Eric, man, thank you so much for the magnet, the sticker, the note card, and your card, and thank you for watching my channel as well, my friend. I'm glad to have sent you a sticker, and I'm glad to finally get all this goodies from you. So I appreciate it, my man. Let's go ahead and put the sticker on the community cabinet, and you can join the rest of the guys. So I'm going to put you in one of the best spots, right next to Eclipse Lawn Care and underneath Mower Man. There we go. That is a nice sticker right there. So I'm going to tell everybody who else is up here. We got Ben from Acme Mowing, good friend of mine. You got the Mower Man down in North Texas. Down for me, north for some of you guys. Mr. David Avando is his name. Got Quick Cuts. Some people call him Junior, and I know him as Alfredo, the family of Alfredos. Then you got Jose from One Way. You got Rob's Odd Jobs. Conway, he's a local guy, works in my neighborhood. So he's been in a past video. My Midlow Turf Management. This is Hayden Riggs, great dude. The Mower Man, same guy, and Cedar Knoll, and also Eclipse Lawn Care. So thanks again, Eric. You're on the cabinet forever and ever and ever. And I'm gonna have to find a great place to put that magnet. So next up, guys, is tag time, so stick around. The time has come for tag time, and this is kind of a difficult one because this week I'm particularly convicted about something, and I use that word loosely, convicted, because I don't feel that us as Christians, we get convicted per se in the sense of being condemned. But the Spirit moves us in certain ways. And the thing that he's speaking me on is about people that I've engaged over the years, and I've been trying to help along in their faith. And in the lawn season, it gets really, really busy. And it seems like I just don't have enough time to engage the way I want to engage. And I'm starting to feel a little bad about that. And I feel like, in a way, that like my priorities are a little bit messed up. Let me read you a verse. It's 1 Corinthians 3, starting with 12, and I'll just go. It says, if any man builds on this foundation using gold, silver, costly stones, wood, hay, or straw, his work will be shown for what it is, because the day will bring it to light. It will be revealed with fire, and the fire will test the quality of each man's work. If what he has built survives, he will receive his reward. If it is burned up, he will suffer loss. He himself will be saved, but only as one escaping through the flames. So the reason why that verse speaks to me is because my work, I have an investment in people, right? In the lawn season, it almost seems like I get selfish, right? Where I kind of abandon those that I invest in for the sake of something that's not going to survive the fire, which is actually this lawn business. Whether you guys like it or not, after we're gone, this business is no more. But the lives of men and women is eternal. Their souls are eternal, and they are going to live somewhere after they die. It's either going to be with the Lord, or it's going to be in a place that most of us kind of cringe at the thought of. So I'm particularly convicted about this because I'm questioning where I'm investing lots of my time and energy during this time of lawn season. I know I got to work the business, but I don't want to abandon those who God has entrusted in me. I don't want to abandon my work for the kingdom and the lives of men. Otherwise, if I do, I will be only one who has escaped the fire, but my work will be burned up and it will perish. And that's not what I want. That's not what I want. The work I want it to matter. I want it to be eternal. I want it to survive even after I'm gone. And the only way I can do that is if I refocus myself and realize what is actually important and that is the lives of these men that I'm investing in. So if you're one of those guys, some of you guys are watching, I just want you to know that you're on my mind, you're on my heart. I'm thinking about you, and God is moving me to engage you more. And that is my biggest application, is don't forget about the people that are in your life. They're in your life for a purpose. There is no coincidence, and they are what matters. They are what matters. So anyways, that's it, guys. That's this video. Again, pray for me. You know I'll be praying for you. Don't forget to support the Stork by visiting my Teespring site. It is in the description. Get yourself a t-shirt. And also, if you haven't already, again, subscribe, like, share. And until next video, guys,